Speak truth to narc stupidity. Your narc says stupid, hateful, untrue things to you all the time. It's time to speak up and speak truth to this vicious, pathological liar. I'll show you how to do that in this video. This is the last video in my 4-part series based on my new ebook, Codependent Hell. Goodbye trauma bond, goodbye narcissist. You can see the view here. She's overlooking a pretty bleak landscape, but she's getting ready to get out of hell. You can see the splash of red, the scarf, the shoes. Oh yeah, this lady's got it going on. And with God's help, she's getting out of codependent hell. And of course, she's bought Dr. Clarke's book, Codependent Hell. This book and all my Escape Your Narc resources are on my website, daviddclarkephd.com, Clarke with an E. And if you want to join us on our anti-narc team, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'd love to have you on our team. Many of you have joined, and many more are, and we're very happy about that. Strength in numbers. Now, today's topic, speaking truth to narc stupidity. Your narc tells you 10,000 lies. Not an exact figure, it's probably more. And because of your core lies, you believe him. Your core lies are lies you learned in childhood that are in place before you meet the narc. Set you up for your trauma bond, and your narc lies seal the deal. Those are the lies, the narc lies that the narc tells you and convinces you of. Not to mention that your narc is a world-class, gold medal winning, incredibly persuasive liar. The narc can beat a lie detector test. He can lie and turn your own family and friends and children against you. He can fool a counselor, your pastor, a judge, a marriage intensive therapist, even if they have experience. Oh, that's how good he is. Now, here's my definition of narc lies. Satan-inspired lies, everything comes from Satan, it's evil. Satan-inspired lies, learned from your narc, that keep you trauma bonded to him. Don't ever forget, Satan controls the narc. Okay, here are your response instructions. I'm going to show you in a very brief way, and again, for the entire package, get Codependent Hell. But I'm going to show you how to respond to your narc lies. Again, not to change your narc. He's never going to change. I hope you know that by now. This is to hammer away at your trauma bond, to weaken it and empower yourself. It has nothing to do with him. And to show your kids the truth about your narc and protect your relationship with them. It's very important when he tells these lies in front of them for you to respond in front of them so they know, oh, there are two truths here. Mom's not agreeing with that lie. She's disagreeing. That's important. And sometimes, of course, he'll tell them all kinds of lies in private, your children, and when you find out about those, you will correct every single stinking one of them. Had a lady on the phone, I was doing a phone advice session, I hear this a lot. I was explaining how she had to speak truth, and she said, well, but that'll confuse the kids. I said, yes, it will. We want them, better for them to be confused and to wonder who's telling the truth than to get just one narrative, one set of lies from the narc. You are far better off confusing them. And they'll figure it out in time, and you also build respect in your children for you. You act like a doormat, your own kids will wipe their feet on you. Now, your responses to the narc lies are immediate, right after the idiot speaks the lie, or as soon as you can. If there's a little bit of a delay, don't worry, you'll get back to them. They're edgy with a bite to it, and I'm the king of edgy. And I married my wife, who's the queen of edgy. You've come to the right place if you want edgy. Brief, 1 or 2 statements. Direct, right to your narc's ugly kisser. One way, you say it and you move on, no dialogue. You just drop the bomb quickly and move on. You don't get into a back and forth with this loser. Sarcastic is fine. If you feel like it, go for it. Narcs hate sarcasm unless they're the ones using it. And unapologetic. You never apologize for your truth or your tone or how you said it. The narc is big on tone. Oh, how dare you use that tone? Your response should be, you want to hear a tone? I'll give you a tone. Mocking, this takes away his power. It's very important to mock the narc. You see this in a lot of my videos. I like doing it anyway, but it takes away his power. That's the point. And it empowers you. You'll do it. You'll correct his lies in private when it's just you and your narc. You'll do it in public when he drops a lie on you in front of others, especially your children. You'll respond in front of the audience. If you've got some friends or your family around or his crazy family and he drops a lie on you, boom, you'll respond right then and there. Oh, he won't like it. Tough. He's chosen the venue. Hey, fair enough. And your kids especially have to see you being assertive and speaking truth. Practice makes better. Now, since you're new at this, I've been edgy and snarky my whole life. Believe me, I give you a lot of examples to help you understand how to be snarky and edgy and truthful. I want you to feel free to use my comebacks, but I'm telling you this, as you speak truth to his lies, as you get used to doing it, you'll get stronger and much better at it. You'll start using your own words to deny his lies. It'll become much more natural. I'm getting you started, and believe me, once you get it with God's help, you'll take it from there. Okay, the same old lies. You'll notice many of these narc lies are your core lies. Of course, I got a whole section in the book on core lies as well. These core lies, the ones you believed your whole life. The narc's not an idiot, and Satan certainly is an idiot. He will use the same lies you already believe just to make them stronger. Satan uses lies that hit you where you are most vulnerable. Satan, using, of course, the narc, will use lies that are already deeply embedded in your mind. But while you don't respond directly to your original abusers, okay, mom, dad, people like that, we don't bother with that. You do respond directly to your current abuser, your narc. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, here's comebacks to narc lies. Here's a sample of how you can give a comeback to his. I'll give the lie from the narc and then your potential response. And again, you'll see all these. You can carry my book around and just read it when he gives you a lie if you want to. Narc says, you are worthless. You say, to you I am. I'm good with that. Narc says, you're crazy. And you say, crazy awesome. See? You're not fighting him. You're kind of going with it in a sarcastic way and mocking him at the same time. Will drive him crazy. He wants you to go, I am not crazy. I can't believe you'd say. You're not doing that anymore. Crazy awesome. Yeah, you got it. The narc says, you're abusive. See, he'll accuse you of the things that he is. He says, you're abusive. You say, you ain't seen nothing yet. See, he expects you to deny it. No, you don't. You go with it. The narc says, you're a narcissist, which is classic coming from a narcissist. You say, takes one to know one. The narc says, no one can live with you. You say, oh, okay, I look forward to living alone. The narc says, no one will ever love you. That's probably a lie you believed your whole life. You respond, correction, you will never love me. Narc says, if you meet my needs, I won't do porn. You say you do porn because you want to, at least be man enough to admit it. And by the way, you can add, do all the porn you want. I couldn't care less. You don't answer to me, you answer to God. The narc says, you're terrible in bed. Narcs love to ridicule your sexual activity and proficiency. You say, okay, got it. You'll never touch me again. Problem solved. And I'm telling you, hold to this. Never let that creep touch you again. Because that same creep that said you're terrible in bed is going to come walking down the hallway 20 minutes after he said it, or the next day, and want to have sex. No. Remember what you said? Done. To which he'll say, well, you're forcing me to have affairs with other people. And you'll say, that won't be the first time you've done that. You just go with it. And again, I don't care. Sleep with the entire town. I'm done. The narc says, you'll never find another man like me. You say, after a snort of laughter, I sure hope not. The narc says, I love you. Talk about a lie. You say, if only. Or you can say, based on your behavior, you hate me. The narc says, I'm sorry. Oh, they love to say I'm sorry when they don't mean it. You say, you're sorry, all right. A sorry excuse for a husband. Oh, he'll have a fit over that. Who cares? You're walking away. The narc says, you should be ashamed of yourself for whatever. You say, I am, for staying with you so long. Narc says, you don't praise me enough. Your response, get used to it. You are through trying to build up this dirtball loser. The narc says, our marriage problems are all your fault. You say, of course they are. I'm also at fault for the problems in the Middle East. And the fires out west? Yeah, that's me too. Now the narc loves to mock your Christianity. He'll say, you're a terrible Christian. Your response? Noted. I'll let God be the judge of that. And you can add, a terrible Christian is someone who calls someone else a terrible Christian and then walk away. Narc says, you can't make it on your own. If he's thinking that you are thinking about that, your response is, well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Or you can say, I'm not going anywhere. You'll support me the rest of your life. The truth is, you are leaving him, but you can dump that on him. The narc says, you haven't forgiven me. Your response is, correct, and drop it. This will drive him nuts. He can't believe you won't forgive him. Of course you haven't forgiven him. That'll come. Don't tell him this. That'll come later. After you've broken your trauma bond and you've divorced him and you're moving on, yeah, that's when you do your deeper work of trauma recovery and heal and forgive. Not until then. The narc says, you're stupid. Your response is easy. I must be. I married you. Oh, he'll have a fit. The narc says, you can't do anything right. You say, oh, okay, please give me a complete list of my failings and I'll get to work on those areas right away. Again, you're mocking him. Narc says, you're a terrible housekeeper. Of course, you're terrible at everything. In his crazy head, you're a terrible housekeeper. You say, you should have married Martha Stewart. I think she's still available. Narc says, you're ugly. And you say, funny, I didn't see you in People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issue. See, yet another reason to never let him touch you again. Your man calls you ugly, has a problem with your weight. Fine, you will never touch me again. The narc says, your opinion doesn't matter. You say, it matters to me. That's all that counts. And you're going to share your opinion when you choose to. You will not let him steal your voice. The narc says, this is a threat. I'll take the kids from you. And it works on many codependents. I'll take the kids from you. You say, what an evil thing to say. Thanks for clarifying things for me. And you can add, good luck with that. You're going to fight him tooth and nail for those kids. And you can add, like you can take care of them full time. Yeah. Every time you call out the narc on a lie, you weaken your trauma bond and you empower yourself. Okay, this concludes my 4-part video series on my new ebook, Codependent Hell. Goodbye Trauma Bond, Goodbye Narcissist. You can only get this book one place because it's self-published. Christian publishers don't want what I'm publishing. Who cares? Who needs them? Codependent Hell, only on my website, David E. Clarke, phd.com. That's Clarke with an E.